This one-shot review contains lights and colours strong enough to rival the beast. You have been warned. Where's that hecking on button? Ooh, I found it! Let's play! Good evening everybody, Loke here with the one-shot review of M. Night Shyamalan's latest release, Glass. This review features spoilers for Unbreakable, Split and Glass, due to the latter being the long-awaited culmination of what is now referred to as the East Rail 177 trilogy. If you wish to experience this finale in full, you may want to tune back in after seeing this trilogy in its totality. But let's get to it. As always, we shall review film by our three tenets: structure, tone and lore. Structure. An excellent movie-going experience is dependent upon the pacing of the story, with this orchestrated by structure. As a generalization, the three-act structure in popular media is held as the standard storytelling method, and Glass does not disappoint. The first act finds ourselves reintroduced to Kevin Wendell Crumb, the collective horde of alter egos whom is the central antagonist of the 2016 psychological horror Split, and David Dunn 19 years on from the events of Unbreakable. Dunn is fully embracing the mantle of the Overseer, a vigilante hero whom watches over the people of Philadelphia. After an altercation between the Overseer and the Beast, both parties are captured by the police and committed to a psychiatric hospital for the criminally insane. The second act is then very much a more focused feature in how to develop characters in a small setting. Completely centralised within the confines of a psychiatric hospital, the Overseer, Beast and titular Glass, otherwise known as Elijah Price, the principal antagonist of Unbreakable, are expertly presented to the audience. Though the psychiatrist, tasked with treating the protagonist's illusions of superhero grandeur, is somewhat underdeveloped, the air of mystery about whom they are helps feed into the continual questioning of the events occurring on screen, as answers are slowly drip-fed to the audience. Finally, an understated showdown is featured as a masterclass in character-driven action, a refreshing finale compared to the high-octane CGI fests and larger-than-life antics that everyone has become accustomed to, having seen, DC and Marvel Cinematic Universes really go at it in these past several years. But then there's the twist. Because it's M. Night Shyamalan, and of course there's a twist. Completely out of left field, we do see the fallout of the clash coordinated by Glass between the Overseer and the Beast, coming to a standstill. Moments later, we learn of the existence of a secret anti-superhuman society as they execute the trio of protagonists, with the sole aim of this society being the elimination of superhumans and continued efforts in concealing their existence from the wider world. This is, however, foiled by Glass in the final few moments of the film, as the events that did unfold were live-streamed and the footage released to the wider world. And so structurally this film was divine. Great pacing met with a continual drip feed of reveals, and new information kept me hooked and needing to learn more. Tone. Tonally, Glass was unlike any superhero film that I have ever seen, but this is where it truly plays to its strengths. Unbreakable, Split and Glass are truly unique in the oversaturated field of the superhero genre, and this is what makes them stand out and shine. Understated, grounded, personal, this persistent tone is what is right at the core of the East Rail 177 trilogy, and to give credit where credit is due, Glass does not stray from these key concepts of tone. This consistency throughout the film and the trilogy as a wider entity truly made this story a wonder to experience. Therefore, tonally, Glass can be observed to be unlike any superhero film or trilogy in recent memory. Lore. Though an audience who has not seen the prior two films in the trilogy may have stopped a lesser writer and director in their tracks, M. Night Shyamalan has been able to create a universe and pull this off due to keeping the story and tone down to earth and consistent. Being 19 years on from the events of Unbreakable, Glass could have wildly diverged and become an extravagant spectacle, much like its superhero compatriots. This, however, would not have stayed loyal to the focal point in the story that Shyamalan has created. Again and again we are brought back to the fateful East Rail 177 collision that made David Dunn aware of his superhero capabilities and left Kevin Wendell Crumb devoid of a father and left to the abusive acts his mother enacted upon him. At the centre of all this, we come to the titular villain himself, Glass, the coordinator of numerous terrorist attacks and the East Rail 177 collision itself. Glass is the story of how Unbreakable began and how the impact of the train crash that made our antagonists ultimately led to their demise, and so Glass neatly brings together the lore of the East Rail 177 trilogy. It would be remiss of me to not say that M. Night Shyamalan has left this trilogy open-ended for the opportunity to continue within the universe that he spent 19 years building, but for now, I feel the story has been told and the consequences have made their way into the wider world. In summary, you can see that I most certainly enjoyed Glass. I absolutely hecking loved it. I personally think Glass is an excellent movie, and, you know, it can be experienced in a vacuum. Very much so for those that have not seen the previous two parts of the trilogy. However, as a collection, the overarching lore is truly exquisite. It's just absolutely divine, and it makes Glass one of the best M. Night Shyamalan features that I have ever seen. But what do you think? Do you feel there are better M. Night Shyamalan films? Is there anything that you would have otherwise changed in the Eastvale 177 trilogy? Did I miss any loose ends in my review? Leave a comment below and I'll most certainly get back to you, as I love everything about film. I truly cannot get enough. I just live, breathe, absolutely adore it. I absolutely hecking love it. But unfortunately, it does come to the shill bit of this one-shot review. If you did enjoy it, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If not, that's perfectly fine as well. Those sorts of things can shatter and fall like shards of glass tumbling from a window pane. But yes, thank you so much for watching our videos. I hope you have a wonderful evening and good night.